Hello, my name is Bryan Dunford.
And I'm David Tanner. We're both first year medical students at OSU College of Osteopathic Medicine. Our study here today is looking at the use or inclusion of predatory journals within systematic reviews and the top 5 orthopedic journals. So, what are predatory journals and why are they a problem in scientific literature? Predatory journals are journals that have been established and they lack many of the foundational elements to quality scientific writing, such as the lack of a peer review editing board, lack for checking for plagiarism or image manipulation. So they lack many of the qualities of what we consider scientific writing. And what is the significance of why they're included in these systematic reviews? Well, systematic reviews are a compilation of articles over the same topic and is often considered the gold standard of academic writing. And so having uh, primary articles that were included in these systematic reviews that were published in these predatory journals kind of reduces or brings down the quality of these systematic reviews. So the objective of our study was to look at these systematic reviews from these top 5 orthopedic journals to see whether or not any of their most recent systematic reviews contained primary articles from predatory journals. So we did this based off the Google H5 metric to find out what were the top 5 orthopedic journals. And then once we identified the top 5 orthopedic journals, we went through and did a search string to pull the 10 most recent systematic reviews from each of these journals. And then in a cross-sectional analysis, we dissected through each of these systematic reviews to find their primary primary articles that were included in these. We found the journals that they were published in and compared those list of journals to a list called Beale's list, which is a list of known or suspected predatory journals to see if we had any that matched.
And so what we found from those 50 systematic reviews that we looked at, 3 of them contained a primary article that was published in a predatory journal. And the breakdown on that was we found 1 systematic review in the Journal of Bone and Joint Surgery and 2 of them in Clinical Orthopedics and Related Research. Fortunately, none of the systematic reviews that contained a primary article published in a predatory journal were included in clinical care guidelines. However, the primary articles were cited 53 times. So this kind of shows that they have found their way into scientific research and scientific literature. And as David was mentioning, this becomes significant if our gold standard systematic review is tainted with unreliable or non-peer-reviewed research. It can really start to cause issues or could potentially cause issues in patient care, especially as medicine is starting to move towards a more evidence-based approach. So where do we go from here? What we found is there are specialty-specific lists that kind of compile reputable journals for each individual specialty. And we think that's a great idea and is important in keeping these unpeer-reviewed predatory journals out of scientific research and ultimately may help reduce their incidence. And so, again, I'm Bryan Dunford and that was David. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Our emails are on the screen, and thank you for your time.